What's happening, YouTube? Coming at you with another video. Today I want to talk about 5 foods hindering your gains. I mean, you're getting belly fat, chin fat, back fat, tricep fat. You look in the mirror, you're all sloppy, floppy, soft. And these are the things that will shock you. Stay tuned. So the number one food hindering your gains, cereal. This may come to surprise you because you've been eating it your entire childhood life. You know, you got the Lucky Charms, Cocoa Puffs, Kellogg's Frosty Flakes, Nesquik, Fruit Loops. I used to eat all that too. But the thing is, with each serving that you pour, it may seem like a little amount of calories. But what kid measures how much to put in your bowl? And not to mention, you add milk to it. And another thing, you're probably getting 2 or 3 bowls. So really you're getting about 5 to 6 servings of that cereal each morning before going to school. So you have that much of a sugar rush. You're putting a bunch of chemicals in your body to begin your day. And of course, as a kid, you're gonna get away with that. The younger you are, the more of these mistakes you can get away with. But the older you get and you still repeat these habits, it turns into a lot of belly fat, chin fat, back fat, and not really being confident in what you see. So that's number one. Number 2, bread, particularly white bread and things that are made with white flour. A lot of these products are just added with a lot of sugar, added with a lot of things that your body can't quite process. Unless you are doing a vigorous amount of exercise, you need those sugars. But if you're not someone doing that, then you really store all that as fat. So really, instead, you want to have carb sources that have a lot of fiber. So a bread source that would be better would be whole grain bread. At least it have all those sugars that are natural, but it also has the fiber aspect to help you digest. That's number 2. Number 3, pop. You got the Coca-Colas, the Crush, the Sprite, the Pepsi. You got all of those, right? And it tastes amazing. The thing about drinking pop though is it's not like drinking water, because at a certain point after drinking so much water, you feel full. But even after drinking a, let's say, 250 milliliter of pop, you don't feel full at all. And you're more likely to have another 2 or 3 later on that day. And that whole bottle could have been at least 400 calories. And you're adding on that much just from drinking and not really being satiated from it. That's another factor to why pop isn't good. You don't know when to stop. And not to mention all the chemicals, the sugars that store as fat when you're not using it for energy. So that's number 3. Number 4, fruit juice. This may come as a shock to you. Fruits are healthy for you. Fruits have a lot of fiber. Fruits have a lot of things that your body needs to move and to function properly. But the thing is, to make a carton of juice that you see at the store, that goes in your fridge, that tastes so good, they have to take a lot of fruits, more than you think, to make that full carton. And the thing is, to take away the fiber, to add more chemicals to it and add more sugars to it. And your body cannot process artificial sugars, so it's automatically going to store that as fat. So a key thing, if you're gonna have orange juice, water it down somehow and have as little as possible, or don't have any at all. It's better to just have fruits instead of the fruit juices. There's a reason it tastes so good. You take away the fiber and add sugars to it. Something to keep in mind. Number 5 will have to be milk. This is something we used to add to our cereals as a kid. We used to have along with our eggs and whatever we have for breakfast. It's normally a side we have, right? And we've been told in every commercial, it has a lot of calcium. And it does, it has calcium, but it can get calcium from other sources. But the problem with milk is the quality of the cow before they extracted the milk to sell to you. It's packed with a lot of calories, a lot of things that your body can't quite digest. And the problem is when you're mixing that with the sugars from the cereal or whatever you're eating with, and it's becoming a third bowl, a fifth bowl, the calories pile on quickly. So a lot of dairy products like milk really isn't good for your skin either. For clear skin and for really a good digestive system. So a good thing to replace for milk would be almond milk, cashew milk, coconut milk, or even if it's so hard for you, you can start to go down to skim milk and then work your way down. But milk is another thing hindering your gains. So I'm going to quickly review what I talked about. So the first one was cereals, okay? Really has a lot of chemicals, a lot of added sugars, and the calories pile on quickly, especially that third, second, and fifth bowl. Secondly, bread, especially white bread, has a lot of sugars that has a lot of things your body can't quite use because of inactivity. But it can work for you if you're someone that does a lot of activity. But a better option to have will be whole grain type of breads. Number three, pop. We all know pop is filled with gases, artificial sugars that your body can't process. Number four, fruit juices. Right? It's not as natural as the fruit you're gonna get because the fiber is taken away. And the essential parts of what makes the fruit is taken away to put into a carton with added sugars. And number five is gonna have to be milk. Piles on quickly in calories, and it really is dependent on the quality of the animal of the milk, particularly a cow or a goat. All right, so thank you for watching this video. It's more motivation. I just explained to you 5 things that hinder your gains. Make sure to like, share, subscribe to the channel for coaching. Links are down below. You check out some testimonials and check out what it's all about. And yeah, so stay tuned for more videos like this. I'll be posting a lot more of these type of videos. Thanks again. I'll see everybody later. Peace.